in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch Mexico's best.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on, savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
The Sports Animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
What have I told you? We live in a world where LeBron James doesn't want to play for the Lakers. And Kawhi Leonard's back with Toronto, and the whole country is gaga about soccer. And and the Mountain West and the Pac-12 are now split, and the San Diego State, Fresno State, Boise State are in that legendary legacy 111-year-old league, and that's the world in which you live on July 1st, 2026. A little bit of bizarro, but a little bit of reality. Happy July, boys and girls. Good morning and Merry Thursday. Thank you for finding the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. I'm Jeff Symbieta. He is JJ Buck. How you living?
What it do?
How's your Bizarro World on July 1st? All right? With your Team USA warm-up ready to go?
You know what?
Tell me.
Pretty enjoyable.
Yeah. You ready for the big match tonight?
I am
Herzegovina?
very excited for tonight. Get involved in the knockout stage.
It'll be knockout stage continues. It'll be in Santa Clara, California, or Santa Clara, locals like to call it. Mexico beat Ecuador 2-0 yesterday in Mexico City. Norway over Ivory Coast 2-1, and France took care of Sweden. But that's really not the story in American sports, although it is not. Kawhi Leonard is back in Toronto for a haul. The Clippers got healthy, I think. I think the Clippers made out like bandits. Not just because it's Brandon Ingram and Grady Dick, but 2 first-round picks, a pick swap, and 2 seconds, along with 2 players for a guy who I'm not sure I think made that big of an impact. I thought the Clippers killed it on this.
Kawhi made a huge impact, and the Clippers killed it on this.
What impact did he make? What did they do for that? What did that team do while he was there?
Well, I think that, yes, they underperformed when you look at what they went in with Paul George and James Harden. I think what the Clippers did to get off those veterans and get younger and get assets was a fantastic movement, but just Kawhi Leonard on the court showed you he can stick with this player, and this is why Toronto in those last few years of Kawhi Leonard being that guy wanted to take a chance on him in the Eastern.
Yeah, so look, I'm a big Kawhi guy. I like Kawhi a lot. I will defend Kawhi. He won, whilst there's hard to defend the load management and in the last bunch of years, he's won championships in 2 places and been the MVP of the playoff, of the finals in San Antonio and Toronto. I'll defend Kawhi on that. He didn't make the impact that they intended him to make when he was there. Yeah, he put up some numbers. They had some decent years. They never got past first round of the playoff. That's the impact. So I would argue that they had to get out from that when they started moving the superstars away from him, when Paul George left, when Harden left. This had to happen. And for them to get 2 firsts, a pick swap, 2 seconds, Brandon Ingram, Grady Dick, I think they made out like bandits.
They've done some fantastic work to reset their franchise.
Yeah, I think that was it. And that's not even the big story. That's not even the big story. It is LeBron James, who informed the Lakers yesterday morning, probably right when we were on the air. They were having that conversation. And the story came out shortly after that LeBron will play elsewhere, wherever that happens to be, whether that's Cleveland or Miami or San Francisco or wherever it happens to be. His 24th season will not be in Los Angeles. 8 years in LA. I know we'll have conversation because I know there's so many Laker fans who listen to this program. I know there's so many LeBron fans, or whatever the opposite of LeBron fan is, who are in this market. LeBron James' career is undeniably one of the best. Tell me the best ever. He's the leading scorer in the history of the league. He's won 4 champions. All those. JJ, I want to spend a lot of today listening to people defining LeBron as a Laker. And I've got my thoughts. I listened to a ton of stuff yesterday. My phone lit up. I got all kinds of different texts from Laker fan and from, all kinds of stuff. The war is over. I can be a fan again. Not a lot of Laker fan telling me, damn, I'm bummed. I didn't see much of that. First of all, no surprise, right? I can't say I'm surprised by this. Are you?
A little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
I just looking at what was out there, and we'll see, once the Warrior stuff came up, that was interesting, but it's just in terms of finishing it out, it seemed like LeBron was comfortable and content in Los Angeles.
Yeah. The Warrior stuff seems to have cooled because the Wizards have said they're not going to move Anthony Davis. That seemed to be a big piece of that whole reunion. Now, I think that can still happen at Golden State with the Warriors. I'm not surprised because, there wasn't going to be a lot of money. And I think it was $15 million. And when Austin Reeves got paid what he got paid, it was hard for me to think that LeBron was going to play on a team with Austin Reeves, who was making so much more than him. Not that I think that was going to be the entirety of the issue, but I think it was part of it. It is no longer his team. Now, I don't know where he's going to go that it's going to be his team. If he goes to Miami, it's Giannis. If he goes to the Warriors, it's Steph's team. If he goes to Cleveland, I imagine, is it his team? Is it Donovan Mitchell and James Harden's team? Like, is it kind of, is Cleveland the spot where he can be the alpha? Or does that exist?
I don't think, watching last year, that wasn't a problem.
What was?
The alpha thing.
Okay.
Like, LeBron wants to compete. He's still good enough to make an impact on a good team.
No doubt.
And you're right. If he were to go to Cleveland, I think that's where he slides in, because Donovan Mitchell's not necessarily a guy you look at and go, that's the face of the Cavaliers. He's their best player. But they haven't necessarily established anything, like we were just discussing with Kawhi Leonard in the Clippers.
Yeah.
So if that is something he still wants, then Cleveland makes sense.
Can the Lakers be better off moving forward? Now they got $52 million of cap space to spend.
Not this season.
Right.
They're not getting handed Jalen Duren.
I don't think that's going to happen either.
Like that's not okay. You have cap space. Detroit's like, cool.
Yeah.
What are you giving us then?
Yeah, no, I agree with that. So I don't know what's there, what moves there are for them to make. I think they get aggressive. I don't think
they're probably a little bit deeper, but it's not going to be like A-list center. That's something that, okay, this probably they'll be able to take a step forward next year when more stuff comes available.
When Nikola Jokic hits the market, is that what you're saying?
I don't think that happened.
You don't think so? I mean, there's a lot of stuff.
Don't never say never.
I never thought Kawhi would go back to Toronto. Right? I never thought that would happen. He was all about being in Southern California and doing his thing there. I never thought he would go back to Toronto. I'm really interested in Lakers fans. I've heard so much. I listened to snippets off of LA Sports Talk Radio. Fred Rogan has been doing it there for a while. His quote was, he wore a Laker uniform, but he was never a Laker. Scott Kaplan, who is on LA Radio, I think on ESPN 710, said that his tenure there was a disappointment. Ramona Shelburne on ESPN LA was talking about how he never embraced LA and LA never embraced him. It's really interesting how everybody, and I think people felt that way, and it's not like this was never said whilst he was there. But it was bang. He did win a championship for Los Angeles. Now, it was a bubble championship. You can argue it counts. You can argue it doesn't. Your argument would be wrong if you argue that it doesn't. You could argue that it is easier. You could argue that it was harder. I would argue that it was harder to win that championship in that time. If you go back and think of what was going on. Well, there was no travel, Jeff, and there was no anything, crying out loud. No fans. That counts. Okay. But LA didn't get to enjoy that championship. They didn't. There was no parade. There was no embrace. I don't know that matters, but that was it. They didn't get back to a championship. They got back to the finals one other time. The expectation when you bring in a guy who says, "I'm the king. I'm the greatest of all time, the GOAT." The expectation is there will be multiple championship runs. There were not. Well, Jeff, who do they surround him with? Well, they brought in all the players he wanted. They brought in Anthony Davis. They brought in Russell Westbrook. They brought in what he wanted. I don't know if disappointment is the word. I heard that word a number of times. Disappointment's not the word because they won a championship. And I don't know that one word absolutely defines it. Oh, I'll define it in one word. Why? Use as many damn words as you want. Because I got a lot of them for it. But when I look at LeBron's run in Los Angeles, I would argue that it was less than expected, successful, but not as successful as expected from a team standpoint. From an individual standpoint, he hit how many miles past Kareem and became the all-time leading scorer and had the father and son thing. So it was incredibly successful from the individual standpoint in regards to accolades and milestones. But I would say successful, but probably not as successful as he or the franchise or the fans expected when the marriage was consummated. That's a lot of work.
It's underwhelming.
Underwhelming.
Mhm.
Okay.
Have a player that caliber on that franchise, and you have a championship, yes, but no other finals appearances, and 3 times you lost in the first round of the playoffs.
And a bunch of times you didn't get to, right?
Well,
3 times? First year.
Twice.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, there were 8 years. So, all right. Let's open this thing up today. I think I'm really, really interested in where this goes. 505-246-0610. That's the phone line in the Sports Animal Meineke on San Pedro text line. You'll get quality, affordable care for your vehicle at Meineke on San Pedro. You can send emails, Jeff at sportsanimалabq.com, JJ at sportsanimалabq.com. On the X, it's _JJ Buck. And on the Facebook, the OD and the AM. Adrian produces the television side. It's available on Xfinity Channel 26 throughout the state of New Mexico, on our Facebook page, the OD in the AM, and on the YouTube channel for ProView Network. Really, really want your thoughts. Laker fan, I know you're there. You had an emotion, whether it was, I could be a fan again, or damn, dude, we just lost one of the best players of all time, or what is your feeling? And how would you describe, and you don't have to use one word, I got time. How would you describe LeBron's tenure as a Laker? 505-246-0610. We'll do it when we get back. On the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sport Time.
Listen for World
We
Cup.
would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a #1. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on, savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire. Doing car care right.
All right, bringing it that number, 505-246-0610, emails, texts at Jeff or JJ at sportsanimalabq.com. LeBron's leaving the Lakers. I'm asking you your thoughts. Describe, you don't have to use one word. I know, well, give me one word to describe his tenure there. I got time, man, and you got words. Pick your word. Miguel, thanks for holding. Good morning. You're on the Sports Animal. Hello, Miguel.
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. Hey, the King LeBron James. I've loved that guy on every team he's been on. He's the total basketball package. Basically created the point forward position. He handles the ball like a point guard. He scores and defends and rebounds like a forward. He's had over 30,000 points, over 10,000 assists, over 10,000 rebounds. His biggest attribute that people don't talk about as much as they should is he's basically, no matter what team he's been on, he's elevated the play of everyone around him. He's definitely in the GOAT category. I think you're right, Jeff. I think he was successful, but not successful at what everyone expected,
including him.
But this is L.A. Laker fans are spoiled. Magic and Kareem, Shaq and Kobe. LeBron played in that era where, these players built teams with great players around him, and so that, to your point, that's where he wasn't successful. But it doesn't shine any different light on me. I don't think he's going to be, and I don't think that he desires to be the guy on the next team that he goes to because of his age. I think he's still got 1 or 2 good years left in him, not dominant years, but good enough years. And I wouldn't be shocked if he could win another championship. And if as long as it's not against my Indiana Pacers, I hope he does.
Go. Great call. Thank you, Miguel. Appreciate you. If that's the goal, and it might be, where's his best shot to go win a championship? Is it Miami with Giannis? Is it the Knicks? The Knicks want any of that? Is it to go? I don't think the Golden State thing does it. Is it to join San Antonio? I mean, is that the way to go do it? Go to San Antonio or Oklahoma City? Like where would his best opportunity, if that's what he's trying to do? I remember the end of, and this is different because he's got some and they didn't. But Gary Payton and Karl Malone joined the Lakers that year, and they went chasing a ring, right? They joined Kobe, and they want to get a ring with the Lakers, and it didn't happen. If that's what he's trying to do, and I'm not claiming he is, but I'm going to guess he's going to want a situation where certainly they're going to be competitive. Where's his best shot to go win a championship?
Yeah, those are two different answers. Anywhere he goes, they're going to be competitive.
Okay.
But if he wants to be Karl Malone, then you take no money and go join Oklahoma City or San Antonio.
Right, San Antonio's a shot. Go be with Wemby and mentor and say, hey, what do we want to do? Give me $10 million, which is no money. And go do it. I got one on the text line, and I figured this was coming. It's from J-Rod. Where does LeBron rank on the Lakers all-time list? Which is this is crazy, okay? Because you're going to tell me that every list that you can make of greatest players of all time in basketball, he's in your top 2 and absolutely in your top 5, right?
But he's not a top 5 Laker.
I don't think he is. I mean, you're putting him again above, and I say is the Laker fan putting LeBron James above Magic, Kobe, Kareem, Wilt, Jerry West, Shaq as an all-time Laker? Never mind what George Mikan did back in the day that nobody remembers. But, I mean, you got a guy who's the logo. I would argue that Magic probably created the point forward because he was a point guard and he was 6'9". Kobe, Kareem, Wilt, Shaq. Is LeBron more beloved, a better Laker than any of those guys?
He is not.
There's probably no. Now, all-time player, is he better than any of those guys? Yeah, probably. Although, get an argument. I know Laker fan will argue every spectrum of it. 505-246-0610. Rudy, good morning. You're on the Sports Animal. Hello, Rudy.
Hello, I'm one of those former Laker fans.
Okay.
You grow up with Elgin Baylor, Jerry West, Showtime, when you got your buddy Coop, on the team.
Mm-hmm.
I just think the word that I come up with is underachieved.
Okay.
You have all the glitz and glamour, you got all the stars, you got all the star power you need, you got all the attraction, and for some reason it just never gelled into what I thought would be, Showtime 2. Right? Something like that. And they just never got the traction that made me interested like I was back in the day. I mean, those battles between the Lakers and the Celtics were...
Sure.
When you can do a 30 for 30 on something like that, that you hit a nerve. And I just never got the... Whatever it was. LeBron, there's no doubt he's one of the greatest individual players, but I don't know that he made his team better. I really don't. And if he did, then it should have shown on the court and in the trophy case. So, that's my hot take on him. Now, I did want to say something about the breakup of the Mountain West because they lost a national championship machine. And people go, yeah, well, it's track. Yeah, well, guess what, Jeff? That trophy case with a national championship NCAA trophy looks pretty good.
Nobody else in that league was winning them. No, look, I don't care. To your point, nobody else in that league was. Oh yeah, it's track. All right, but you got any? Who else is winning a national championship? No. Period.
Yeah. Period. And I went back and I asked Grammer to do something. Maybe you should get him on. I don't know if he's doing his research, but how many Power 4 conference teams did UNM finish above in the Learfield Cup?
A bunch. I'll find, a bunch. Yeah.
I couldn't, that thing is kind of hard to decipher, and I was going through it because of the way they do it, all the tables, and I'm just not a tables guy. But I just thought that, UNM, I'm glad that we upped Jake Harrington. I don't know what the future for Darren Gosson, but he seems to be pretty happy here.
Yeah, he's killing it.
He seems to be doing well here. And hats on Samuel and Pamela Koseji. They just swept the Mountain West Athlete of the Year award. So there you go. I'm very excited, cautiously optimistic about the future of the Mountain West or New Mexico maybe getting that finally get the call and join the Big 12. Heck, Texas Tech can join the SEC. Have you heard that rumor?
Yeah, I hear all kinds of rumors. Yep.
I don't think Texas Tech's ever going to be invited to the SEC, but, keep dreaming, Tech. But I would like to see New Mexico move into the Big 12 someday. I really think that's the move, and I think it'd be good for the Big 12. They fly over New Mexico every time going to the other places.
You just got to get better. Football.
Look.
Just have some consistency in football. With all the excitement around here, and this is on my list of topics to hit in the next few days. This is a huge year for football, not just on the field, but in the stands, because you got a sample size of one on football. A one good year. You need to string a few together before you continue to have this conversation that you're having right now and have anybody take it seriously.
Absolutely. One more thought. I didn't get a chance to see the new. They unveiled the new meeting room yesterday, and I'm taking care of Mom. For all those people out there that want to pray for my mom, she has entered hospice. So
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, he's not going to be at Lobo football this year.
Yeah,
but
you got our
the
thoughts.
first time since 1962.
You got our prayers and your thoughts, man. We'll catch up. I appreciate the call.
Thanks.
All right,
Yeah.
Rudy called at 505-246-0610. The Learfield Cup. Lobos finished 58th. That's the Learfield Cup is all the sports. Everybody. Top non-power program, and the closest non-power program, the Group of 6, was 74th. That was Washington State. The closest Mountain West school was Air Force 77. And again, New Mexico 58. Another great year. Leading all Group of 6 schools in all sports. I mean, the athletic program is good. It's football. And JJ, we're gonna have a conversation at some point how big of a year this is for this program to sustain not just what I think they're gonna win on the field, but to sustain what it looks like as a program, and are they gonna be attractive if and when, and I think the answer is when there's another round of realignment. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Lots of other stuff out there today. I mean, the Pac-12 is officially welcomed San Diego State, Boise State, Texas State, Utah State, Fresno State, and there's one other state, Colorado State. The Mountain West is officially welcomed UTEP and North Dakota State, Northern Illinois, and Hawaii is a full participant today. So that all happens today, but we're talking about the LeBron James move off of LA and what was how would you define LeBron's tenure in Los Angeles? JJ said, would you say underwhelming? I think Rudy just said underachieving. Same concept. It doesn't have to be one word, man. I got time. I use words. But I thought it was successful, but not as successful as not just fans and the franchise thought. I'm going to argue not as successful as LeBron expected. I think when he went to Los Angeles, when he left Cleveland, there was an expectation from him. And one day, maybe he'll sit down and talk about what his expectations were going. That there was going to be multiple championships. This is a weird era. So in the 8 years LeBron was in Los Angeles, JJ, there have been 8 different NBA champions. There haven't been repeats. There hasn't been a dynasty. There hasn't been a run. Oklahoma City's going to go on one. No, they lost the conference championship this year to San Antonio. Well, San Antonio's going to go on. Well, they didn't get there. The Knicks beat them. Well, the Knicks are okay. Boston's going to go on one. No. Boston's won one. Denver's won one. San Antonio's won one. Oklahoma City's won one. The Lakers got one in there in 2020. It's been a different era because, first of all, GMs are aggressive and they're making gigantic moves all the time. Superstars are bouncing like crazy. Teams change. The conference look changes. And 2 years ago, San Antonio wasn't in the playoffs, and this year they're the champions, and you're looking at them as going, how the hell is anybody going to beat them over the next 10 years, right? That was how you looked at Oklahoma City last year. So it's a different era, and I would argue LeBron probably thought, I'm going to go to L.A., and there's going to be resources, and we got AD now, and it didn't work. And so I would argue successful, because it's hard to say unsuccessful when they won a championship. But by the standards of that franchise and that individual, I would probably argue not successful enough. A lot of words. If you got one word to encapsulate all that, cool. Use it. Tell me. Share. I'll use it. I'll cut down on my verbiage.
I think what you said would ring differently if there was another finals appearance or another long playoff run. The fact that there's one championship and one Western Conference Finals appearance. And then it was this past season, actually, which it's a tip of the cap, because who wasn't? Luka Doncic. And they got to the second round of playoffs. But there's 3 first-round exits, 1 missed playoff in there in the 21-22 season. And so, yeah, we've seen a variety of champions over the last 8 years, but a lack of extended playoff runs for LeBron and the Lakers over that time.
Yeah, and I think that's why I say not as successful. I just don't know how you can say no success when you win a championship. And maybe you judge that franchise and maybe the Celtics differently than you would judge every other franchise, right?
And that player.
I agree.
I get it. He didn't rack off 8 in Miami and all this stuff, but it was multiple appearances with the Heat. Cleveland went back, got the Cavaliers to the finals again, even though it was 10 years later, but
he
multiple
appearances. Yeah, and that's why. So I can't just say failure. I think that would be ridiculous. They won a championship. Well, Jeff, there's an asterisk. Is there? It was different, but
people only want to put that on it because LeBron won the championship.
I think that's probably right.
I don't hear that talking about the Dodgers.
I do. I do sometimes. Yeah, I do. They had to win another one to validate what happened in the bubble.
Okay. I just not necessarily to the same extent.
No, not to the same
Dodger
extent.
fans aren't saying it. Well, some Laker fans would say it because they don't like LeBron.
Well, and I would argue too that the relationship with LeBron and this organization was unlike any player and franchise relationship with its fan base. I don't have an analogy. If you do, I'm listening. Where you have an all-time great playing for your team, 8 years, at the back end of his prime, and then off of his, but an all-time great who won a championship, and your fan base is so incredibly split on how they feel about this superstar. Do you have an analogy for this?
No, because
I don't have
no
one.
Other player of his caliber had won that much, plus became as polarizing and left. Like Shaq wasn't that dude when he went to the Lakers. He's just playing with the Magic. It's Shaq.
Was Barry Bonds that with the Giants, or did everybody not like Bonds except for Giant fan? All Giant fans love him. Because
Barry Bonds is not close to this because he came over and then all this, it was kind of after the.
Okay, I'm just trying to find an analogy on this, and I don't have.
There's not one because people root against success,
but not when it's your franchise, right?
But there hasn't been a player that was as polarized. Like the one thing that I get it. We all react differently to things.
Yeah.
But one of the best athletes in the world having confidence, like upsetting so many people, but that's what plays into it. It's he won. Oh, how dare yourself call yourself the king? I don't like you. Okay. And then he goes there and you just had Laker fans that it's Kobe. It's Los Angeles.
Let me ask you this.
We're not going to embrace LeBron James.
Is part of it, but people are going to love Kobe, the Kobe legend. And Kobe you want to make an argument Kobe was a better player than him, you can. I mean, there's plenty of people who think that. The way Kobe died play into this. The fact that, you know, we don't know, would Kobe have embraced him? Would Kobe have been there? How would Kobe have reacted? He came in right after Kobe. And then the way Kobe dies, do you think that played into this whole Kobe or LeBron thing? I think it kind of did.
I'm sure there's emotions there, but I think LeBron James was established. You either liked him or you didn't like him.
Yep.
And that wasn't changing, even if you put on your favorite team's jersey for the faction people.
Look, there are a ton of fans who are back on the Laker bandwagon, back being Laker fans today. And I'm not going to argue, man. Like, you know where I grew up. You know how I've been over the last. It was hard for me to root for the Lakers.
And that's
I grew
exactly
up
the
with that.
point.
Yeah.
It's because he wins. He's confident. He called himself the king. And he built either a fan base for or against. Like, there's very few players that get to that point.
Yeah, but usually when that guy joins your team, you're like, all right, I'm in. We're going to win with that dude.
But
I
who's
didn't like
that
it.
guy?
I don't know. I didn't like him when he was there, but now, like, I didn't like Peyton Manning when he was with the Colts, but now he's with the Broncos, and I love Peyton Manning. Right? I didn't like Tom Brady when he was with those damn Patriots, but I'm a Bucs fan. I love Tom Brady now because we're going to win a Super Bowl. I mean, guys of that ilk.
Only one would be Tom, but he was not that polarizing like LeBron. Not anywhere close.
I want to continue this. I know we're late. On the other side, 505-246-0610. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Make.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks. Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on, savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
Through the NCAA, I don't think realignment ever settles down. I hope it settles here for a bit so we can all take a look at the institution we've got in our conferences and set our competitive foothold, end quote. Dan Butter, Big West. It's never. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck, 505-246-0610. Talking about LeBron leaving the Lakers, his legacy, his time with Los Angeles. Where does he go? Text line says, since LeBron's first season with the Lakers, 2018-2019, not a single team has won 2 titles. LeBron took a broken, hapless Lakers team to a title. They wouldn't have Luka without LeBron because they wouldn't have Anthony Davis. You can't say it was anything but very successful, regardless of who you compare it to. He's the greatest to ever play, period. I believe it was a success. Very successful. It was a success. I would say it was a success, but less successful than he, the franchise, and fans expected it. What's in there is factual. The Lakers were bad when he got there. They were bad. He did bring over Anthony Davis, which is the biggest asset they used to get Luka Doncic. Correct. All correct. He took a broken, hapless Lakers team to a championship. Correct. Now, is he the best to ever play? There's that argument. We're not going to play that game today, although it is July. We're not going to do that. Is he the greatest Laker ever? No. The only way to say it is very successful. Probably not. Successful, yes, because they won a championship, because they got back to being, I want to say respectful. They got to be good, competitive. But by their standards and by his standards, it probably wasn't as successful as they thought. I'm not going to sit here and say it was a failure. It was unfulfilling. Use some of the words that I've heard. I don't know. How do you respond to that?
I still feel it was underwhelming, not necessarily because there wasn't multiple championships, but another extended run or two. Like when you look at LeBron in Miami, 4 straight NBA Finals appearances. When you look at what he did in Cleveland, And that finals run when he got back there, 4 straight finals appearance. I get he didn't go undefeated, but that was a ridiculous stretch of basketball. Those 8 years for LeBron James. So then to go to Los Angeles, yes, it's a little bit different. LeBron.
And a
But
different
to
conference.
just-
You had the West was way tougher to get through when LeBron was a Laker.
Still got LeBron and Anthony Davis.
Yep.
And it's right after the finals. You lose in the first round. You don't get to the playoffs. You have your next closest run. You get to the Western Conference Finals. And then it's 3 straight early exits and looking for a final chapter.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think there's success. Well, I don't think, I know. I just, very successful. I'd probably stall a little bit there. But if you're going to tell me, it was a failure or was disappointing, I gotta stop there too. Because, the championship trumps this whole failure. You won a championship.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, the Lakers and I don't even know, maybe the Celtics, that's I think the only franchise that LeBron could have gone to and you'd lose fans.
Yeah, I don't think San Antonio would have treated him that way. I wonder what he thought when he went to LA. Right? Did he think because he's who he is and going to that franchise, it would just automatic, I'm going to be embraced? Did anybody? Kareem was our star when he got there. Magic was homegrown. Kobe was drafted by Charlotte but never played anywhere else, so he was homegrown. Elgin Baylor was homegrown, and Jerry West was homegrown. Wilt came over. I don't know how that was back in the day, but when Kareem came over, he was embraced. He was a star. Shaquille was the star when he came over from Orlando, right? But not maybe at that level. Yeah, there's very little to compare this to. But it's intriguing to talk about. It really is. We can continue that. We can get into the World Cup. Habtom Samuel and Pamela Koskei, Athletes of the Year in the Mountain West. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on, savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on
Local Sports Talk.
Pro.
Now is the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
USA, they go today in Santa Clara against Bosnia and Herzegovina. That's part of today's World Cup slate. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. England will go early against the Congo, and then the middle game of the day will be Belgium and Senegal. The winner of Belgium-Senegal plays the winner of USA Bosnia-Herzegovina. Yesterday, Mexico over Ecuador 2-0. Mexican team, really. So did the French, 3-0 over Sweden, and Norway beat Ivory Coast 2-1. Opening drives on 95.9 FM at AM 610, the Sports Animal, talking about LeBron James and leaving the Lakers. And your thoughts, you know, you can go into detail your thoughts on describing LeBron as a Laker, his legacy there, what it meant, what his tenure was. Laker fan, I know you're all over you're everywhere. Some of you loved him, some of you used the word hate, but really did not like him. Where are you? Travis is in on the text line, the Meineke on San Pedro text, 505-246-0610. The problems for the Lakers are piling up, he said. There isn't a, quote, A-list center out there for them this season. They're losing their depth, defense, and shooting with Kennard signing with Phoenix and Smart signing with Houston. Rui is probably gone in the coming days. They've lost LeBron. Oh, and by the way, they're counting on Rob Pelinka to rebuild the team around Luka and Reed. He's the most overrated GM in the league, and he's shown he's incapable of building rosters around superstars. Look at the roster put together around LeBron. And importantly, in the playoffs last season, neither of those superstars they're building around were available to play. When your best hope is Pelinka, you're in trouble. This team's going to have a bad season, and hopefully the Lakers will make the franchise-saving decision to move on from Pelinka soon. Trap. He's putting it all on Rob Pelinka. who, by the way, manufactured the deal to get Luka.
That he did.
You
or
yeah.
Or
listen,
was it Nico Harrison's sons?
Well,
because I don't think they called on Luka Doncic.
You don't think they did?
No.
All right, but he put it. I mean, okay, yeah, you might be right. Look, I don't know how much of the roster was over the years was what LeBron wanted. I want Russell Westbrook. Okay, go get him. I want Anthony Davis. Okay, we'll go get him. Right? I mean, it's hard to. LeBron pretty much put these rosters together, didn't he?
A lot of it with certain players like that. Yes.
So
players LeBron wanted around him.
Yeah. So it'll be up to Rob Pelinka now to figure this thing out. Where does it go? All right. Other NBA stuff. Certainly the Kawhi trade is big. Marcus Smart, he just talked about that. Agrees to a 2-year, $13 million deal to go to Houston. And the Wizards have said that they're not going to trade David. The Wizards used the first pick. They got A.J. DeBonsa. They signed Trae Young. They have Anthony Davis. And they said they are not listening to offers for Anthony Davis. He's eligible for a contract extension. They can sign him. This is insane. And I know he's good when he plays, but it's amazing. He may get a 4-year, $275 million. It's amazing. I forgot what he looks like when he. He's got a first year on his extension would replace a $62.8 million player option. So he's either going to make 62.8 this year, or he's going to sign a 4-year, $275 million. How old is he? When does he stop making money? Because it's amazing. He's only 33 years old, man. He's got another 5 years to make incredible amounts of money. Do you want him? Like, him and Kawhi are interesting. At least Kawhi played a bunch this last year. Played really well. Is he still a guy you want to build your team around?
If I had the option to go other places, I'd probably look at other places. We're talking about the Washington Wizards.
I know.
And you have to overpay for that.
You have to pay.
You have to overpay for Anthony Davis.
Do you?
Because yes.
Why?
You're not Anthony Davis with that core of players gives you at least hope to be competitive.
But he's got to play.
Okay. But again, just because you have $60 million does not mean you're getting someone as good or better. You're the Washington Wizards. It's why Toronto had to throw in the pick to sweeten a deal for a 35-year-old Kawhi Leonard.
So
they're trying to do something, and I want to give them credit for being a franchise that looked at it differently and said, you know what, we're going to acquire players that the shine might be off them in Anthony Davis and Trae Young. We're going to keep our number one pick, not just hand him to the Jazz because he played college basketball at BYU, and try to be competitive and win.
All right, let me go work backwards. So I don't know that I think they would have been handing their pick to the, and if they had DeBonsa graded above Peterson, then they made the right thing. I have no argument with that. If that was their guy, then they should have stayed with him. If they would have traded back one, what more could they have got? Utah wanted DeBonsa bad. What more could they, if they said, you know, we're going to trade back one spot, we're going to take Darren Peterson, and you give us what? What could they have got?
Some more picks in the future.
Anything that was substantial? Would they got another number one? What would they got? Now I don't know. But if this was their guy, I'm with you. Stay with it. Then build. If you're on DeBonsa, not 100%. You believe in Trae Young, then pay him and go with it. I hit a speed bump on Anthony. I believed in him so many times. It's just hard for me to sit here and go, I do. He won a championship in 2020 in the bubble with LeBron. He did. And when he plays, he's really, really, really. I just don't know how you can rely on it. And I'm not saying he jakes it. I'm not even telling you he's out there just stealing your money. I just don't know how you can put all that faith into a guy. And I get it. You're the Wizards and nobody's coming to play for you. But if I've got assets, that's the one where I might have said, you know what? Let's see what sort of assets I can get. Because it's just hard for me to rely on a guy who has a track record of being unreliable. That's all.
You're the Washington Wizards.
I got it, man.
At some point in time, we can talk about all these picks forever. Some point in time when we're watching a team play, when you're a fan, you want your team to try to do something and not be like, guess what? We have 8 picks in the first round in 4 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the only reason they have Anthony Davis and Trae Young is because they're damaged goods. And those deals were not expensive to acquire.
No, they weren't. But they could have they could have yielded a lot of assets. And I hear you on it does me no good in 2030. I'm good.
From
what
the
can I
Jazz
get now? What can I
for
get now?
swapping pick? From the Warriors for their future first? Like,
yeah, what can I get now? Well, I mean, again, so with Jimmy Butler and some more help, and probably
Jimmy
not
Butler
because
just tore his ACL.
I get it, and that's I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. So you trust Anthony Davis?
Can't say I trust him.
But you would give him $280 million.
Anthony Davis, Trae Young, AJ DeBonsa.
Yeah, no, I like the core when they're healthy. Yeah, it's really
absolutely
nice.
At least, you know what? Let's try to win some games for a year or two.
Yeah, no, I like him.
Bring
when
some
they're
life back to a franchise.
Yeah, when they play, I'd like to see it. I'd like to see. I understand where they're going. I'm over relying on Anthony Davis. Hey, what happens to Bronny now?
Could trade him. They could
trade him for what?
Well, he's got to. They could cut him, but why? His guarantee just clicked in the other day.
He got better. I think he turned into an NBA player.
To have people on the end of your bench.
No, I know. I think he stays there. Text line says Anthony Davis over under playing 160 games in the next 4 years. That's 40 games. It's a good number. It's a totally fair number. I'll take the under. That's just where I would go, but it doesn't matter. All right, I'll go where you want to go. This is from Steve in Michigan. Just curious your thoughts about UNM having an outside chance of possibly making the playoffs in football as a group of 5 constant. I don't know what that means. As a group of 5 contestant. Is that what that's supposed to mean? As the group of 5 representative. There's a chance. Look, if they go 11-1, that means they probably lost to Oklahoma and win their league and ran the table. And they're right in the conversation. And then they go, if they win their league at 12-1 or even, at 11-2, JK, let's say they split with UNLV. Yeah, they're right there in the conversation, depending on what happens with Memphis, with Boise State or whoever wins the pack. Is there a team out of the Sun Belt like James Madison did last year? Yeah, that puts them right there. I think as you look at the contenders as we sit here in July 1, UNM's probably in that conversation. Are they in the top tier? UNLV and Memphis play the first game of the season. I think that's a knockout. Right? In regards for the group of 6 playoff. But yeah, does UNM have an opportunity? Yeah, they do. Take care of business week to week. They've got, is it the second most starters in group of 6 coming back? The way I've been reading this. I think they're healthy. They like their quarterback. Sounds like he's going to be healthy. They've got pretty good, probably the best defense coming back in the Mountain West, right?
I would say they have the best defense in the Mountain West Conference.
So yeah, they got a hell of a chance. What can you do at Oklahoma? I mean, let's worry about that when we get there on the 19th of September. But yeah, Steve, I think let's have that conversation. We've never been able to have that conversation before, have we? It's been kind of fun. 505-246-0610. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sport Town.
The Drake Toll Show. Here's how you conceptual.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action Find it on ProView Networks.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
The conference's athletes of the year, men and women, came from the same university. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta and J.J. Buck. New Mexico's distance runners, Habtom Samuel and Pamela Koska, are the male and female athletes of the year. It's the first time in league history that a school produced both the same. This isn't just the track and field award. This isn't just spring sports or whatever. This is overall. When you look down the list of athletes who have won it, and you see Ashton Gentry and Trey McBride and Derek Carr and Josh Kerr and Courtney Ferricks and Garrett Grayson and like Jimmer Fredette. This is the league's best of the best, and it's hard to argue. The national championships that have gone this way. This league was established this award by the Joint Council in 2010. They say it's bestowed annually to the one male, one female student athlete who achieved athletic excellence during the past academic year. In addition to superior athletic achievement, the criteria requires that nominees be in good academic standing and demonstrate good character and conduct on off the field. Samuel is the third Lobo athlete to earn Mountain West Male Athlete of the Year. Josh Kerr did it, was the last one to do it back in 2017. And he has just had an unbelievable season. And I say unbelievable because, and I'm careful with some of these words. 4 NCAA championship, cross country, NCAA men's cross country title, right? Indoor, outdoor, 5,000s, and the 10,000. I don't know. I mean, I unbelievable is a big thing. Oh, it's believable, Jeff. Maybe that's too much, but I mean, that's an insane year.
That is phenomenal. And these are 2 athletes that have done things that we remember for a long time, and Habtom Samuel at a level that when we have the conversation in the future of best athletes, we're going to have to talk about them, because I get it. We're drawing the football and basketball all the time. This is next level.
Koski earned the Female Athlete of the Year, first back-to-back winner since Boise State's Allie Ostrander did it. She three-peated. 2017 was last year. Second straight Mountain West Women's Cross Country individual title for her. The 4th ever Mountain West Women's Cross Country athlete to win back-to-back individual champions. She led New Mexico to 4th place team finish at the NCAA Cross Country Championship, which was the Lobos' 3rd top 5 finish in the last 5 seasons. Indoor track and field, she won Mountain West titles in the 3,000 and the 5,000, setting meet records for both events. She earned Mountain West Women's Track Performer of the Meet. At the NCAA Championships, she won national runner-up in the 3,000, finished 3rd in the 5,000. At the Outdoor Track and Field Championship, she won her 2nd straight 3,000 meters steeplechase championship, national championship. National runner-up at the 10,000 and 5th at the 5,000. It's a pretty damn good season. So, look, man, when I tell you this program, they finished 58th overall, did New Mexico in the Learfield Cup, which was the top group of 6 program by far, about 20 spots clear of everybody, 18 spots clear of Washington State. What the overall athletic program does, and you watch basketball have success, you watch golf have success, track and field has been spectacular, tennis had a good season, and I know some of you but and understand. That's why, JJ, I'm gonna parlay this into. I think this is a gigantic year for football, and not just on the field as far as what does UNM do. But I think it's a really big year support-wise. University Stadium kind of turned into something really cool towards the end of last season. If you were at the San Diego State game, the final game of the year, that Friday after Thanksgiving, you remember being there, right? There was a different feel in that place than there had been. And I think it's essential that carry over this year. Why is that essential? because I just read you Dan Butterly's comment, the Big West commissioner, about how conference realignment is never ending. And I think we all see something coming somewhere right around 2030, 2031. What does that mean? Well, what league is New Mexico going to be in? Where do you want them? Some of you are like, I don't want to be in the Pac. The hell with that. Then you look at basketball and you're like, well, yeah, you, right? Yeah, you kind of do. Or I want to be in the Big 12, Rudy said earlier today. Okay. Oh, that's cool. And you can win all the track and field and cross-country championships you want. You can load up that trophy. And all these decisions are based on football. And if you don't believe me, look at what's happened over the last decade and where you are. Your program, overall program, was the most successful program in the Mountain West. San Diego State and you, okay? They left you behind. Why? Football. And again, I don't care if you like football or not. I really don't. If you like any of your other programs, you need football to be successful. And that's why, JJ, I think, talking to some people, I think that there's an urgency this year to continue to build on what was last year. I get it. You may not sell out the Mercer on the 12th, whatever. But I think it's imperative, if you want to be considered, it's not just about success on the field, because I think this team will be successful. I think it's imperative that to put yourself in a position over the next few years that you need to build on a sample size of one really successful year where you supported your football.
It is, I think, bigger for the university in terms of continued development than any conversation revolving a Pac-12 or Big 12 invite. Because you had all this momentum to kickstart stadium plans and renovations and get money in there. You have to have people keep coming through those doors, showing the need for a stadium, showing the need for improvements to University Stadium. And if ultimately that leads to a conference invite, fantastic. But this is just so much more about what you're going to have for the future, regardless of conference affiliation.
I look at group of 6 programs, and there's some really, really dynamic cities, right, who are home for some of these programs. Whether it's New Orleans or Memphis or San Diego or Las Vegas, I think Albuquerque should be in that conversation. There's some major league cities, San Diego, New Orleans, right? That's where Tulane, Memphis, Vegas, who are not in power conference. And I know that's where all the conversation goes. Who's next? Well, UNLV's got to be the next one, or Memphis, or Memphis tried to buy their way in the Big 12. They offered it was $30 million to get in, and the Big 12 said, "Yeah, no, we're good." Right? It's so many things. It's a show of commitment. It's success. It's facilities, but it's support. How many power conference football games do you see where the stands look like University Stadium used to look like before last season? You don't, do you? You watch an Iowa State game, you watch a Kansas game. I mean, maybe Kansas when they're not winning. Sorry, Harry. Rutgers, maybe, right? But there's very few that look like that, right? I think it's a big year for that. 505-246-0610. Marty, good morning. You're on the Sports Animal. Hi, Marty.
Hey, guys. Hey, I just wanted to bring up the point that, an extra 10,000 fans, what that does really for revenue. It's pretty amazing, really. You've got, if you're averaging 17, also you're averaging 27, that's really going to really help. Now, if you can average 35, that'd be even better, right? I know the stadium holds, about 40?
Yeah, right about that.
But, yeah, if you can average, just an additional 10,000 a game, which you've never had before over the last 30 years, that'd be really nice because obviously it's ticket sales, it's concessions, it's those type of things, gear, that kind of stuff. So all that helps. So if that's what Coach Eck is responsible for and that's his legacy, and that's going to be a great legacy, even if he never gets to a college football championship playoff, I mean, obviously that'd be the ultimate goal. But if that's the legacy he leaves behind, then I'd say build him in a statue, because that was nearly impossible 5 years ago. So that, if you look at it from that perspective, that's really what it boils down is, butts in the seat. So it's not that hard, but.
Well, winning's the number. Don't you think, Marty? Winning's the number one ingredient, right? And the reason people came out the back end of last year is they were winning, right? That Friday game against San Diego State after Thanksgiving, people came out. A, the weather was really. B, they had an opportunity to tie for a conference championship and maybe get into the championship game. They're winning, and C, the guy's likable. Man, the guy's out there, shakes every hand, takes every picture. His wife's with him. Like and so Danny was super likable, but the team didn't win to this level. The winning is the number one ingredient. Right now, you've got that, and so
absolutely. And I knew he was going to recruit a different type of player. That's the one thing I noticed. Right around this time last year, I was at Salt Yard with my grandson, and we were there, and the Lobos were having some kind of event, and there was plenty of Lobo football recruits and players. When I saw those kids, I told my grandson, this is a different kind of player. This is not your average Lobo recruit. I said, they got a little nastiness to them. And I knew right there and then, I started telling my friends, and maybe even called on this show, that there was just going to be a different type of player coming to Louisville football. And I think that was needed more than anything. Because for years, it seemed to me, Danny, they were just recruiting the same kind of player, reaching to the same location. So I really appreciate what Coach X done. He's really expanded on that. I think that is huge. And then, of course, winning. But I was going to leave you with this. Even if, let's say they just went to the Big 12 and you don't win, you still got to come out, right? Those schools still come out.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Out, even if they're 6-6.
That's right.
So that meant a change with Louisville football fans.
Great stuff, man. Appreciate you. All right. Keep them coming. 505-246-0610. I think this is an imperative year. Are you in? Are you riding the momentum of last year? You buy season tickets. Do you have those dates crossed down your calendar, ready to go? It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Animal.
This message brought to you by the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
Across the state of New Mexico.
Now is welcomed officially with fireworks. Boise State, San Diego State, Colorado State, Fresno State, Utah State, Texas State join Washington State and Oregon. All that off the top of my head, JJ. And Gonzaga. Gonzaga is now a part of Pac-12. Mountain West has welcomed Hawaii with all sports. UTEP is now part of the Mountain West, Northern Illinois, and North Dakota State football. I was just sharing this video with you out of Boise. It looked like it was early this morning. About, what would you say, a couple hundred people at Albertson Stadium. They shot off fireworks and had a big celebration. And I don't know if BJ Rains was hosting it. He posted it. They're like, yay, we're in the Pac-12 now, and it's going to be so much better. And they raised the Pac-12 flag, and a couple hundred people there. And now that they're all grewed up.
They did have a Pac-12 launch party last night.
Was it last night they did that? And then the next thing that came on my feed was Athlon saying, all right, now there's an officially group of 6. So look, that's where we are.
I understand nothing's perfect, but what was the Mountain West so bad about? That was it the way they treated their schools? Was it the beat writers not liking the access? Was it how they prevented Boise State from getting in the college football playoff?
No, that didn't
how
happen.
It hurt San Diego State from going on runs in the NCAA. Like, I don't understand what. Like, you have more money in your media rights. You don't have $50 million more.
They always complained that the league was keeping them down. But to your point, San Diego State made it to the NCAA championship final game. Boise State did get to the playoff. For some reason, well, they felt that the bottom was keeping them down. There's going to be a bottom of that league too. No matter how you stack it, somebody's first and someone's last. Right? They didn't like altitude. Well, but Colorado State and Boise State and Utah State altitude, that's going to be okay. But Laramie and Albuquerque weren't okay. Somehow the Pac-12 banner makes them better. And there's a little bit of legitimacy to that, but very little. Because there still is a ring to Pac-12. There is. It doesn't ring the same. It rings much more hollow, but there is. And maybe it's just that damn banner. Maybe it's just that patch on your jersey. Are the media rights better? Maybe a little bit better. You don't have to go to Laramie. You don't have to go to Albuquerque. Cool, I guess. You got Gonzaga, which is, I mean, to me, the biggest plus, honestly. But to your point, why are they so? Why do they hate? They hate Glory is always. Craig Thompson was always keeping them. You're right, man. You got way more money than anybody else, especially Boise State. They achieved everything that they think they're going to achieve in the Pac. So to your point, why were they so angry? Because they had to be in the same league with people that they felt were far inferior to them. New Mexico, Wyoming, Nevada. I always thought they felt better than Utah State until they invited Utah State along.
Like there's less teams, so when you look at it and go, maybe there's only one or two that are at the bottom, but dude, Texas State ain't gonna be some awesome game everyone is excited about either.
Texas State and New Mexico play football tomorrow. Who wins? Mexico's a better football
Lobos
program.
would be favored,
wouldn't they?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, G.J. Kinney's a good coach, and Texas State's got resources, and they're going to be fine. But you got to somehow explain to me how Texas State's a better athletic program than New Mexico, because they're not. Texas State is not a better athletic program than New Mexico. They've had better success over the last 5 to 7 years in football, but currently they're not. And everything else is not better. It's just not. Basketball, women's basketball, I mean, your Olympic sport, they're just not. But they're in Texas. They feel they can recruit Texas. How many Texas kids are going to play at Texas State because they're in the Pac, as opposed to playing in a group of 6 school that plays way more games in Texas, i.e. Rice or UT San Antonio or something, or even Louisiana Tech and the Sun. I just don't see it.
That the whole where you're playing, who you're playing against, that matters, but it has changed so much these days, man. It's rev share and extra NIL money on top of that dictating recruiting first and foremost, as opposed to where you get to play your conference games.
Yeah, I mean, parents like to go to games.
Absolutely. But you also want to get paid.
No doubt.
If they're in that
no doubt.
market of being able to earn something playing college athletics. And yeah, keep telling me about Texas and we can keep waiting on every school in Texas to be great because they're in Texas, and that's just not going to be the case.
The one school that has risen in Texas, I'll give you two over the last decade. Certainly Texas Tech, right? Their profile has risen. Why? Cody Campbell's got a lot of money.
He's got $1 billion.
Right?
Yeah.
And SMU has risen because they've got a ton of money. They bought their way into the ACC. And I'll argue TCU has his. TCU played for a national championship. They were in the final game of the football season, 3 years ago? Now, they got pumped, but they got. Tell me about the meteoric rise of UTSA and Rice and Texas State. Like, I'll give you, they've upped their profile. When UTSA was in the New Mexico Bowl in 2016, right? When Lobos beat them 23-20, so that's 10 years ago now. They were like the up and come. That was their first ever bowl game. They were going to be that program on the rise. And look, they're good. Jeff Traylor's a heck of a coach. They've had some seasons. I'm not telling you that's a bad program. They're not. They're good. But is that meteoric rise to the top of the group of six that they're the program? I mean, they're not. They're a good program. They're nice. So is North Texas. North Texas had a great year last. They were 12-2. They were one win away from the playoff. Texas State, I would argue the other two have had more prominence in Texas than Texas State, and they stayed in the American, right? But what you're talking about, the meteoric rise because you're in Texas, where's it happen? Tech has jumped because they've been able to pay at that highest of high level. It's going to be an interesting watch, man. This new era is going to be a really, really interesting watch. And that's why I go back to that premise. I do believe that this is a really big year for New Mexico football, not just on the field. I think they're going to be fine on the field. But how do fans support this? And what does it look like from outside? Jeff, I don't care what people think of us. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do, because where are you setting yourself up to be in the next phase? And it's coming, and it's based on a large part on support. But Jeff, San Diego State, have you ever seen one of their football games? Nobody's there. No, you're right. You're not. Or Utah State. Yeah, look, I got it. You're right. They've had sustained success in football at some level. So it's a big year. 505-246-06. I'd love your thoughts. So let's get in on the LeBron stuff as the audience changes over. Laker fan. There's so many of you. Your thoughts on LeBron leaving and your thoughts on his tenure in Los Angeles as Kawhi leaves L.A. as well. On the opening drive on 95.9 FM at AM 610 Sports Channel.
This report is sponsored by Staples.
We would like
Staples
to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
0610, Meineke on San Pedro, doing car care right.
Now, July 1st, it's a lot of things. It's the beginning of the second half of the year. It's the day the United States plays Bosnia and Herzegovina in a World Cup knockout stage. It is the first day of the new fiscal year for college athletics, which means the Pac-12 officially welcomes Utah State, San Diego State, Boise State, Fresno State, Colorado State, and Texas State. It means the day that UTEP, Northern Illinois, North Dakota State, Hawaii all join. And UC Davis join the Mountain West. You know what else it is, JJ? You know what else July 1st is on an annual basis? It is Bobby Bonilla Day. Bobby Bonilla gets $1.193 million from the Mets today. That was he was like the first deferred deal way back in the day. He gets it through 2035 every July. I'd like to know every July 1st you're getting $1.193 million. Oh, there's another 9 years left on your deal, by the way. Sit back. Where are we going, babe? We're going to Sizzler. I'm going to Sizzler. You want to go on a trip? Where you want to go? What do you do after taxes? What do you get? 600 grand, 700 grand?
Surprised at this point they haven't just paid it out.
Just here's all your money. I don't know, man. There's something about Bobby. What do you think? 1.193 million. Here you go. You know, it's every July 1. You're getting that chunk of change. It's spectacular. Ohtani's gonna be the same way, right? I mean, he got $700 million deferred over the rest of his life for the Dodgers. insane. Text line 505-246-0610. That's the Sports Animal phone line and the Sports Animal Manaki on San Pedro text line. It says, I guarantee, where the hell did it go? I guarantee you the new pack will never get 6 teams into the NCAA basketball. Yeah, that's a fair guarantee. What, they got 10 teams? I think that's right. Yeah, they're going to be a 2 to 3 bid league, don't you think, annually? You figure Gonzaga, San Diego State, Utah State are all going to be fighting for a bid, and then you'll have a team kind of on the outside looking in when, you know, Colorado State has a good year. Who else am I considering?
They have 9 teams, right?
They have 9 total, right? Yeah, so 6 is, I mean, it's crazy. Right, because they only have 8 for football, and then Gonzaga. Yeah. So, I mean, am I worried about Fresno State in that league being competitive? Am I worried about Texas State being an NCAA tournament team? Am I thinking Washington State or Oregon State currently are going to be an NCAA tournament team? It's Gonzaga, San Diego State, and Utah State, right? Beating each other up, and probably it's a 2.5 bid league. It's like, I think the Mountain West is going to be probably a 2 bid league. Everybody tells me Mountain West is absolutely 1 bid league. I'm sorry. I think they're fighting on a regular basis to be a 2 bid league. I think New Mexico is going to be competitive every year. I think UNLV is at some point going to figure this thing out. I think Nevada is going to continue to be good. And then, you know, who else has a good year? You think I'm wrong? You think it's 1 bid every year? Because that's what, I mean, people want to just tell me, it sucks. It's look.
No. With New Mexico, Nevada, Grand Canyon, and UNLV, like there'll be years where multiple teams will be fighting not just for the conference championship, but at large.
I think that's the way it's going to be. Now, I'm not going to guarantee you on any given year the teams are getting in. I got another hour. I'm going to reset some of the stuff at the top. Laker fan, really want your thoughts. How would you describe LeBron's tenure as a Laker? Where do they go from here? Where does he go from here? Alyssa Thomas, the woman who got suspended for putting a fist in the throat of Caitlin Clark, claims she's getting death threats. How's the league going to handle that? The opening drive, he's J.J. Buck. I'm Jeff Symbieta. It's 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sport Down.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of Celebrity Green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand batter cooked to
Now, the sports animal. Now it's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
July 1st. Second half of the year. That's right, half the year. We're closer to next year than last year. Kind of weird. Closer to 2027 than 2025. Thanks for finding us on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck, the numbers to get in today, as they are yesterday and tomorrow and every other day. 505-246-0610. That's the sports animal phone line and the Meineke on San Pedro text line. You'll get quality, affordable care for your vehicle at Meineke on San Pedro. Emails Jeff or JJ at sportsanimалabq.com and JJ at sportsanimалabq.com. Adrian's producing on the TV side. And, of course, you can watch us if my camera is still live. And then, Adrian, I'll fix that for you on our Xfinity Channel 26 throughout the state of New Mexico, on our Facebook page, the OD and the AM, and the YouTube channel for ProView Network. Let's go to you. I've asked you a couple of things this morning. LeBron's legacy
in Los Angeles, not his legacy overall. And we're not getting into his either
GOAT, and we're not playing LeBron or Mike. And like, how would you describe LeBron's tenure as a Laker? And I prefaced this morning. I listened to a lot of clips out of LA yesterday. And I heard Fred Rogan on KLAC in LA say he wore a Laker uniform, but he was never a Laker. Fred Rogan's been doing sports in that market for 40 plus. I heard Scott Kaplan on ESPN LA say it was unsuccessful, I believe was what he said. Disappointment, not unsuccessful, disappointing. Ramona Shelburne talked about he was never embraced by LA, and he never embraced LA. I suggest to you that it was a successful tenure because, if nothing else, he won a championship. There have been 8 different champions over the last 8 years. There haven't been any repeat champions or in the NBA. So I would suggest to you it's successful simply because they won a championship. But I would suggest it's successful, but not as successful as he, the franchise, nor fans anticipated when he got there. I'm not telling you it was a failure. It wasn't. They won a championship. He had many milestones. Passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the all-time scoring leader in the history of the game. Played with his son, first father and son. I mean, there were all kinds of milestones and moments. But I think he, whilst he didn't say in this context, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, I think everybody, including him, expected. So that's where I come out on. I'm not playing, somebody asks who is, where is he on the all-time Laker list? It's kind of crazy, right? Because on your list, he's top 2 probably of players who ever played. Maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe 5. But on the Laker list, is he above Magic or Kobe or Kareem or Wilt or Jerry West or Elgin Baylor or Shaquille? Kind of crazy, right? He might be one of the best all time, but is he considered one of the greatest Lakers? And that's okay, because it was 8 years at the back end of his career. Where are you on that? Edward, good morning. Thanks for holding. You're on the Sports Animal. Hi, Edward.
Well, good morning. Are you guys ready? Are all of us U.S. Americans?
U.S. Americans against the Bosnians and the Herzegovinians.
Canada refers to us as Upper Mexicans. So
okay. Whatever they like.
That's funny. I think they're going to win. I think they're going to deliver the win. But I just, again, I'm not a savant. I just watch the home country France play. I just think they're going to dominate, man.
They're really good.
I just see a different game when they play, but anything could happen. That's why you get on the pitch.
The pitch, to look for a result, to put your side on the pitch in your kits. That's correct.
Indeed. But it's fascinating, and Mexico continues to build momentum. It's going to be fun to kind of see how that unfolds. But, I think we're going to get a good turnout today. The LeBron stuff's fascinating. I think the way you kind of unwrap that whole story, or the question is really good. Personally, I like LeBron. I've been fascinated by his career. One of the best athletes I've seen in my, 55 plus decades of life. And I'm appreciative.
55 plus decades? Damn, you're old. 55 plus decades. Holy smokes, you're 550 years old. Holy smokes. You look good for being 550.
JJ can't comprehend. But we're old enough to remember when America turned 200 years old.
Well, I do remember the bicentennial. Yeah.
I know you remember that. And in a few days, us U.S. Americans are going to celebrate 250 years of being a country.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I distinctly remember the bicentennial. Didn't they come out with some money? Wasn't it a Susan B. Anthony coin or something for the bicentennial?
Now you get the Trump $250 bill. Yeah.
Hey, anyway, regarding LeBron, I think it's fascinating that the vitriol that people have, and I think everybody wins, because for people that have enjoyed his career, you get to see an elongated career, and for those that hate LeBron, there's one more reason to hate, right? You get prolonged seasons of hate. To define his Laker career, I remember Lee Iacocca stepped in with Chrysler. It might have been late 70s or early 80s, and Chrysler was going to collapse, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of the major automakers, and they brought in Lee Iacocca, and he invented, they designed a K car, which was a very generic car, and it really reinvigorated the Chrysler Corporation. There's some parallels with where the Lakers were in disarray at the end of Kobe's career. Not about Kobe, right? It was a function of it, but they were collapsing. They were the worst team in the league over 5 years. And for him to come in and kind of reinvigorate and stabilize, I think LeBron's more of a stabilizer with the Lakers organization. Personally, I don't care where he is as a Laker, right? I'm a Dr. J fan, and I think, it was successful. Maybe not as successful as people thought it was going to be, but, in our lifetime, Jeff, we saw Hakeem play didn't he play for Toronto? We saw, the great Joe Montana end his career in Kansas City. There's movement. Right? We can't get enamored and perplexed by, people moving around and enabling the athlete. People just don't like LeBron. And ultimately, if in the study of psychology, it's not that they hate LeBron, they hate themselves. Well, it's a projection of self-loathing and unrest within themselves. But
I don't know if I totally buy into that. I think, people for whatever reason you get an affection or disaffection for people. I had this conversation early in the show, and maybe you'll have a parallel. I cannot find a player of this ilk, and granted that's a very small pool when you narrow it down to that, but a superstar who played for a team who was so polarizing within the fan, right? When Barry Bonds played for the Giants, I think the majority of people disliked Barry Bonds, but the Giants fans, yeah, but he's our guy, right? And when Peyton Manning played for the Colts, probably Bronco fan didn't like him, but now we love him when he's with us. Like, I can't find a guy who was of superstar status, who the fans of the franchise for whom he played for almost a decade, 8 seasons, were absolutely split love or hate on this. I can't find anybody. I mean, if you got somebody, I'm listening.
No, and I don't have a parallel. I think one of the prevailing factors, guys, is I think if we really break it down, it's really Kobe fans, quite honestly, that really dislike LeBron. And I think one reason, one component, it's not all encompassing, is because I think in some ways they feel like the Kobe's legacy is somewhat threatened by the success of LeBron over time, not as a Laker, but over time. So then they dig in even more and say, absolutely not, and we don't like him. And it's a fascinating study, right? But to answer your question, Jeff, I don't have a parallel. I don't know where an individual has joined an organization and then was somewhat successful and they didn't embrace them as ours. Mm-hmm. You're right. I think it's a very unique circumstance that probably needs to be studied after all this unfolds. But, hey, guys, have a great 4th of July.
You as well.
Happy belated birthday to the legend from Pecos, the village of Pecos.
Brady had a birthday yesterday. Yep.
Yesterday was his birthday, and that's a solid man right there, and I'm grateful for our friendship. Have a great day.
See you. All right, so he's kind of he's right, man. LeBron went in. Laker fans should be, grateful is the right word, cognizant. Then he went in, and as much as you might love Kobe, the team was not good the last Kobe years. LeBron went in and got them to be not only respectful, won a championship. So what's his legacy? Laker fan, are you back on? Do you have any buddies? Because I do. Laker, like literally, there were a bunch on my feed. All right, I can be a Laker fan. My team's not being held hostage anymore.
I thought I think the Kobe point, which you brought up and Edward just mentioned, was huge because it wasn't just what he was as a Laker; it's overall, and that's such a pull for basketball. Is when we're talking about legacies, and when we get to the Michael, LeBron, Kobe level of greatest of all time.
Let me ask you this: personality, or at least perceived personality, I think plays a huge part in it. Okay, I've told you many times. I think Shaquille O'Neal's popularity, in so large part, was based on the way he handled the media or handled himself within the media. I think he used the media to his advantage as well as any athlete I've ever seen in my life. There was a warmth to Kobe. Kobe had that smile, the tongue out, the kids. He smiled in press conferences. There was an accessibility to Kobe, or at least a perceived accessibility. There was some of that with Mike. LeBron was different. I'm not telling you there's a right way to do it. I don't want anybody faking who you are. But do you think just LeBron's, I'm going to describe it as a lack of warmth that some might perceive it completely differently. But do you think, like, was there a warmth? I'm looking for a better term. If you got one, I'll hear it.
I don't think that LeBron had a warmth problem. I think he was one of the most high profile athletes in the world, still is, and struggles with performing off the court instead of just living. And the reality is, guys, things have changed. Yeah. Like people do podcasts, people are out there, people are trying to do more for their brand. And can he come across as fake at times? Yes. But we are breaking down one of the most high profile people in sports.
You just hit on something I think really big. he struggled with his person, and I think he does. I think you're right. So much of it comes across as forced. Ramona Shelburne in her on ESPN LA yesterday was talking about LA never embraced him. He never embraced LA. I didn't know this, but his first press conference as a Laker wasn't in Los Angeles. It was in Ohio. You know, he did it back there. I didn't know that. And I guess that set a tone for people right away. Really? And I'm like, okay, but that's weird. Why does that bother you so much? But everything, to your point, everything seems so calculated, in whether it was him or Clutch, his agency, about his public persona. I think you're right. I think he struggled so much with doing that. There was that time where, he was trying to embrace being the villain, remember? After the decision. That didn't work, and then he wanted to be the good guy again. I think you hit something really, really key right there on the likability factor, on why so many people in LA just didn't embrace him.
And some of that stuff, it's to me, I can understand you're trying to do what others really weren't doing at that same time. I think Michael did some of it, but even when you think about, well, when was Space Jam, right? When was Kobe and he started doing his really diving in and off the court stuff? It was later in his career. LeBron was trying to do all this stuff at the same time, of being one of the best players in the NBA while establishing his brand off the court.
And he was also, everything was about chasing Mike's number ring, right? Everything, because I think he and his supporters believe if he'd have gotten to Mike's number, it's like Tiger chasing Jack, right? And Major. If they get there, then the argument's over. I win. And I think that was a big part of it. And the words you just used, he struggled. How do you say it? He struggled with his public persona or something along those lines?
Yeah, I think, because I look at LeBron James, and he's over, a lot of people look at, he's overconfident, and he puts himself out there a lot, so you're going to make mistakes.
Yeah.
Just in terms of doing things people don't like. But the whole family piece, that's all he's about.
Yeah.
Like, he has, like, that's huge. And what he got his son on the Lakers. Like, you hate
really
it, whatever, but like,
off, yeah.
It pissed people off. But the whole warmth and stuff, like, there's zero doubt, like, who LeBron is character-wise. Now, when it comes to figuring out how to portray that when you're always in the media, whether you're playing basketball or not, yeah, it's been weird at times for LeBron James, and it doesn't come across as real for a lot of people.
Yeah, there's a lack of sincerity. All right, we continue this. I know we're super late for this break. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports.
Every weekday morning, the opening drive starts.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German Car Maintenance and Repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth that's real tough, backed by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks. Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today.
Pedro, doing car care right.
Opening drives on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Animal, taking your thoughts on the LeBron James time in Los Angeles. Also, today being July 1st, the day the Mountain West and the Pac-12 have a new look. AC says to that emailer, there was an emailer who said, I guarantee the Pac will not get 6 teams into the NCAA tournament. To that emailer, I guarantee the Mountain West will not get 6 either. Maybe 2 if they're lucky. Here we go. Battle is on. See, JJ? Oh, wait, the battle was already on. Yes. I didn't need it to be official for the battle to be on. David's in on LeBron, and it says it's finally over. Loved listening to LA radio yesterday. It was LeBron is gone neighborhood block party. 8 years in LA, 1 title to celebrate, so that was good. 1 in 11 years in Cleveland, but went to the finals 5 times from the weak East. 4 years in Miami and 2 titles, 4 trips with the super team they put together. Incredible. 1 all-NBA first team with the Lakers only once after doing it 11 times in a row before he was a Laker. His regular season record was 392 and 278, 58.5%. That's about 47-34 average in that time. Good enough for a 7th seed in a play-in spot. Here are the finishes in the Western Conference in those years from 2019. First year missed the playoffs. Next year NBA champ. Next year play-in. Next year missed the playoffs. Next year 7th play-in, went to conference finals but got swept. Next year play-in. Next year 3rd. This last year 4th and 2nd round got swept. Overall playoff record 32 and 31. His biggest accomplishments were individual. I'm glad it's finally over, Dave. You know what that sounds like to me? That's Laker fan. But that's majority of Laker fan that I know. Relatively rational, right? Because look, won a championship. That's good. Here's a comparison to where he was. I'll argue though, JJ, would you agree? His years in LA were the very back end of his prime and post prime. Still very, very good. Still better than almost everybody in the league. But the back end of his prime and post prime.
He was 34 years old when he joined the Lakers and 41 when they left.
Right? So now, when you put a qualifier on his time in Cleveland, it says 5 finals from the weak East. The weak was less of a gauntlet than the West was then and probably now, right? Now, is that a fair qualifier? I don't know. Bottom line, he got one championship in freaking Cleveland. Who else did? I find that to be a fair synopsis of the time. How about that? But that's it. Where's he going? Do you think he ends up in? Is it going to be Golden State? Does he go back to Cleveland? Does he go back to Miami? Like the Golden State thing. I know he wants to play with Steph, and I think it's that would be my odds-on favorite. Even though the Anthony Davis thing, right now the Wizards are saying, yeah, we're not doing it. Was it Miami? Is it Cleveland? Is it? I mean, San Antonio. If you want to go chase a ring, go there.
Yeah, if it's just the hanging on, I think San Antonio and then OKC would be in the conversation.
Let me ask you this. If he goes to San Antonio and they win, does that help him or hurt him in the GOAT? Then he gets to 5. He's 1 behind Mike. He probably then hangs on for another one.
It doesn't change anything.
It doesn't, right?
You're either for or against, and nothing's moving. It's just the reality of this conversation for the next 15 years, and then a new era of sports talk takes over, and
it's Wemby
you have
or
different. And then you're looking back, Jordan, LeBron versus who else? Like, even that take you just read was rational. But if someone's like, thank God he's gone, it kind of feels like you already came in not liking him anyway.
Well, that's, yeah. Yeah.
And I would love to take some time and dive into I don't understand like this. The East was weak. Why? Because you loved the 50-win LA Clippers that never did anything in the playoffs in the Western Conference, or the run it down. Who else was there? The Houston Rockets, who never did anything in the playoffs, but they won regular season games. Like, what was so?
Well, Phoenix was good back in that run, right? Phoenix got to the final. Wasn't Houston good? I mean, I've got to go back and now look at rosters back then. But Utah was decent then. Golden State, I mean, there was that was Golden State's prime.
Yeah, it was Golden State above everyone else.
Dallas won a championship in there, didn't they?
Back in like 2012, they beat the Heat, and then
That's the era we're talking about, right?
And then they didn't do anything after that.
San Antonio? I got to go back and look. San
The
Antonio
Spurs were legit.
Yeah.
Spurs and Warriors had their moment. Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum. Okay. But let's not act like we think the Clippers were awesome when we just joking them never doing anything in the playoffs.
I mean, they put together teams that should have been really good. All right, where does the LeBron to San Antonio thing? So the Spurs have that non-tax, and again, I'm not sure I understand. Never mind, I'm not sure. I don't get the intricacies of the cap, but there's something called a non-tax mid-level that they can give LeBron that $15 million deal. The same thing the Warriors, right? And if he's looking for the best basketball spot, there's not an argument that the Spurs are in a better place right now than Golden State as far as who's closer to a champion. So he'd be able to play a secondary, but still a really important role, I think, in San Antonio. The defensive pressure would be taken off him by Wembanyama. He would give the Spurs, I think, what they need is a ball creator on offense, right? I mean, he would add something there. Now, I don't think that he's going this route. I mean, I just, but from a basketball spot, that's a really good place for him.
It'd be fantastic. What were they lacking late in games?
A creator.
And a stabilizer.
Yeah, and that's what he would be for them. Yeah.
Castle, Harper off the ball.
He's
Wemby
still that.
Pick and roll, lob threat.
Yeah. Yeah, he is still that. That's interesting. The Golden State thing, I mean, what can they do? And you know, it's about $15 million. More than some could give him. You know, Cleveland is interested in another run. Their situation's tricky because it would be a sign and trade. It'd be hard for them. That might be the best scene for the Lakers because that might involve a Jared Allen signing, right? But yeah, where does he go? Wherever he wants. That's the answer. Wherever he wants. Hey, when we get back, it's wide open. 505-246-0610. Got a couple other things I want to hit on, including this WNBA story, which is taking a weird turn on this Caitlin Clark, Alyssa Thomas thing. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Channel.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on, savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time.
Grab another ring. I think they've got a. I like that idea.
Yeah, I think for him, I mean, again, you know, what's his objective? Is it to find a place where he's going to go and have another chance to win? Is it to make more money? Is it you know what's he looking? And
well, I kind of hope he's looking for another ring. I mean, the guy's worth $1.4 billion somewhere in there.
Insane. Right.
But I looked up. I mean, he's got money for generations of James Clan. So, you know, I don't see that. And you know, it's interesting. He'd actually be older than the coach, wouldn't he?
If he went there, he would be. Yeah. Well,
yeah.
That's right.
I don't think he gets a ring in Miami. I don't think they're a complete team. I think Golden State's old, and they still need a big. So I don't know. I like your guys' take on San Antonio. I think that makes a ton of sense.
Yeah.
And they have a coach on floor somewhat. And you know, San Antonio looked a little shell shocked in the finals, and not really making adjustments. And maybe that's what they need to get them over the top.
Stabilizer. Yeah, I look. I think it's a great spot for him and for them if he want, if that's what he's looking for. So those plays with Wemby, you got the best of the last generation going to the best of the next generation, and that makes them something. So,
I think so. Absolute sense. So thanks for taking my call.
Thanks, Howard.
Happy 4th, gentlemen.
You
Have
as well.
A safe one.
See you. Text line: Laker fans. LeBron. What does it say? LeBron waits 5 minutes after Lakers guarantee Bronny's contract to say I'm leaving. Did they guarantee Bronny's contract?
It became guaranteed like on Monday, I think.
Okay, well, that's interesting. So as long as he was still on the roster, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And he says Lakers, Yankees, Cowboys fans don't like a player thinking they're bigger than a franchise with a rich history. There's something to that too. You know what? That's a really good explanation on the divide amongst Laker fans. Your Lakers, Cowboys, Celtics, Yankees, your franchise is it. It's not about you. You go to the Texas Rangers, you go to the Miami Marlins. Yeah, you can be it, right? But if you come to our franchise made you. You don't make our. There's something to that. Sure, I mean, I don't know. I hear what he's saying. I want to hit this, JJ. We talked a lot last week about Caitlin Clark taking the fist to the throat from Alyssa Thomas. Alyssa Thomas has never been considered a dirty player. She's got a really good reputation within the W. She got suspended for a game. She said that she's received death threats, racial slurs, since her 1-game suspension after she made that contact with her fist to Caitlin Clark's throat. She also went out and criticized the WNBA for the way they've handled it, specifically Kathy Engelbert, the commissioner, for not doing more to protect the league's players when she spoke with reporters Tuesday. This was yesterday. Alyssa Thomas, quote, "It's unfortunate that it's come to this over basketball. A lot of us, myself included, didn't even know the play took place until after the game. Now we're being painted as thugs. There's death threats put out on us. It's really unacceptable. It's something that needs to change in this league. I'm just really sick and tired of it." Quote. And she said it was a complete accident, the play. She said her concern wasn't the suspension. She said she didn't even know she was being suspended until right before it was released on social media. Quote, "It's not about the suspension. If that's what they felt was necessary in that moment, then so be it. But I think there's a lot of other plays that you can say the same about. The biggest thing is about our safety. We're so concerned about our safety on the court, but time and time again, we're having people threaten our lives, leaking addresses out there, putting crazy pictures that have nothing to do with basketball." Dude, if there's people putting death threats out, we got a serious issue. And I'm not doubting that there are. And I know the league's going to look into it, and somebody's going to say, well, I want to see the death threats. I want to see the text. Whatever. That's a problem. When you are so adamant about someone you don't know, right? That league is a league of extremes in so many respects. And I'm not bagging on it. I'm just saying it feels like the pendulum just swings so extreme in that league. And maybe because it's a young league and it's 30 years old, that's trying to find its place and trying to find its footing and trying to find its fan base. But it just feels so extreme. And this is beyond extreme. This is ridiculous. If this, in fact, is what's going on.
Get in line.
What do you mean?
Like this, the league can denounce it and pass it along to their security, just like the NFL does when players miss a field goal at the end of the game, just like the NBA does when you don't like what happened at the end of a contest.
So what you're saying is welcome to being a big league.
No, it's unfortunate, but social media is full of idiots.
Yeah. No,
people say whatever they want, and it's not a WNBA problem. It's a sports problem.
Yeah. I think what you're saying is welcome to being a big league, right? Yeah. Some guy misses a field goal and your team loses, or you lose a bet and he's getting death. Some guy misses a free throw at the end of a game and thinks you threw the game because he lost a bet or his team's out, and he's throwing death threats and racial slurs. No, I think you're right. And the problem is the problem. Problem is to your point, the guy with the thumb who's firing these death threats, who's leaking addresses, but by the way, and I've never had one, thank goodness, but I got to believe a death threat really unsettling.
I can imagine.
Because your family, you're looking over your shoulder, you're sleeping with one eye open. What do you take seriously? What is just some guy who's drunk that lost a bet? And there's no way for you to know. Yeah, this is a real issue. This is an American sports issue. I agree with you. All right, we'll wrap you when we get back. 505-246-0610. Still time for you to get in. Emails Jeff or JJ at sportsanimalabq.com on the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Animal.
This is a Westwood One Sports Minute.
A few short years ago, I'd like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of Celebrity Green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
Bleacher Report's got it, the rumors out there, hoopsrumors.com. There's a lot of noise out there that the Lakers might acquire that center from the Jazz. So watch it. We'll see. It's opening drive. Jeff and JJ, 505-246-0610. What are people going to be talking about? Certainly the LeBron James move to wherever, but just not Los Angeles. Kawhi Leonard from the Clippers to Toronto. Toronto sends Brandon Ingram, Grady Dick, a first-round pick in 2021, 2031, 2033, pick swap in 37, and 2 second-round picks back to Los Angeles in return for Kawhi Leonard, who helped bring a championship to Toronto. World Cup last night. Mexico 2, Ecuador 0. Mexico moves on. Norway beat Ivory Coast 2-1, and France 3-0 over Sweden. USA and Bosnia-Herzegovina today, 6 o'clock in Santa Clara. United play a international friendly tonight out of the ball pitch. They play at Atalante FC, a team you said just moved up to the top division, right, in Mexican soccer. So that's who they'll be playing today. Hatham Samuel and Pamela Koske, both New Mexico distance runners, were named Mountain West Conference Athletes of the Year yesterday. First time one school has swept both the male and the female awards. And today, being July 1st, it's not only Bobby Bonilla Day, but it is the day that the Mountain West welcomes UTEP and Northern Illinois and UC Davis and North Dakota State. And the Pac-12 welcomes San Diego State, Utah State, Boise State, Fresno State, Colorado State, and Texas State. And Sacramento State joined the MAC today. That became official as well. So that's got to know as you go through. All right. Bosnia-Herzegovina, JJ. Too many people, I think, are just looking at this saying, well, after they get through this, who's next? Is Belgium on the other side? I don't know that I think this is a gimme.
There's nothing gimme about it.
Yep, I think the United States is certainly the favorite. Could, and you might argue should. However,
you've been watching the last few days.
Yeah.
Where's Germany at?
In Germany?
Exactly. It's anytime you get to this moment, you can't overlook an opponent, especially if you're the United States. Are they favored? Yes. They're not gigantic favorites by any stretch in this game. I think it's going to be a slow start. You saw that with Norway yesterday, who rotated much of their team in their final match of group stage play. Had a really slow start to the game before they grew into that. There might be some of that for the United States. And I don't know how else to say it. It's a winner go home game. But if the United States loses tonight, people will be done with it. They do not want to buy the hype. They do not want to hear it. Like, if you can't beat Bosnia and Herzegovina to advance to the round of 16 in the United States, then people will enjoy the World Cup, but they will stop thinking the United States could ever do something.
What's success? Round of 8?
Yeah, if they can get.
What about the next round, dude? If they run into Belgium in the next
good.
round,
yes. Like we're at the point. There's very few teams. There's a couple third place teams that snuck through that you see that, happy to be here, but the rest of the teams like Belgium and Senegal, I think is going to be a really good game. Actually, there's a lot of top talent that plays in high leagues across the world, and so every step there's a good opponent in front of you. But this is one the United States has to win. I think it's to be a tighter game because the United States they dropped those 4 goals against Paraguay, who by the way went out and beat Germany, but I don't think they're as explosive, so they got to be clinical when those chances come, and mistakes will hurt you. Like the other team will capitalize on mistakes. They can't have any bad back passes at back 3. Get it, clear the ball, make a good pass.
Kind of like that first Mexican goal yesterday, right? What? 2-1 United States?
I can see that.
They should win, I think.
Yes. No, the thing with Bosnia and Herzegovina, they're big, they're physical, they're going to go right at you. The United States does want to play fast, so I'm looking at Christian Pulisic, Belungun, and Sergiño Dest. You have to break the lines. You have to get inside a great touch in that final third, because if it's just a bunch of crosses into the middle, they're not able to create in the box. That's advantage Bosnia and Herzegovina.
All right, 6 o'clock, it'll be on Fox, and that'll be in Santa Clara, the Bay Area Stadium. They've taken all the corporate names off these stadiums for the World Cup. That's what that'll be. The early game today, England plays the Congo, and then the 2 o'clock in the afternoon game, Belgium and Senegal. Belgium and Senegal is the other side of the bracket. Next up for the winner of the United States and Bosnia Herzegovina. Good stuff today. Appreciate all the input. Adrian, great work on the television side. Heard with Colin Cowherd is that. The Jim Rome show follows that. Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas comes in at 4, and then you get Toped and Round Rock tonight. We're back with award-winning radio tomorrow. We will begin at 7 a.m. He is J.J. Buck. I'm Jeff Symbieta. Big day for you?
Huge day.
Enjoy it. Hey, be good to each other, please. Be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. We'll smell you tomorrow.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on, savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is Pro Beef. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on